Dice Paper Roll acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land. We pay our respects to elders past, present, and future, for they hold the songlines, the stories, the traditions, the culture, and the hopes of First Nations Australia. This land is, was, and always will be Aboriginal land.
Bargains. Most bargains come at a cost. It is said that all deals made are not to be taken lightly, for the consequences can be extremely dire. However, sometimes they pay off. The things you wish to give up is exactly what another party wishes to have, and in those circumstances, a deal can be a boon. Such is the nature of commerce, the exchange of goods. Now, could this exchange be exploited, undermined, corrupted? Sure, all of those things. A newspaper spins into view. We see various stories flash into view. Pickle pickers picking, carnival run by drow, Bavlorna's book of bad blood leaked. But when we view all of these stories through squinted eyes, the blurry splotches form into letters. Letters that form into words. Words that read, Dice, Paper, Roll into the Feywild.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Dice Paper Roll into the Feywild. This is episode 19, not quite a 20, but if you were a fighter that's a champion, it's still a crit. My name's Dan, and I have a feeling like what that intro just was, I felt like there was some key information that was actually kind of Jack was just really subtly, maybe not so subtly, trying to hint towards us.
I don't know what you're talking about, Dan.
But as a player, I will not metagame because my character doesn't know those things that I just heard, but me as a player may try to exploit them. As I said, I'm Dan. I play Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker III, a human bard that has been turned into a frogman. Ben.
Yes, my name is Ben, and I play Unit, a Warforged Rune Knight fighter, protector of Kevin's Strangeways, and companion to the rest of the whimsical people in this party. One-time whack-a-mole machine, part-time ticket inspector, all-the-time robot, Greg.
Yes, I'm Greg. Still the number one Greg in this podcast. And I will be for now. And I will be I'll be playing Doelene Delacroix. She is a Harangan wizard, and she does wizard stuff. She's just, spells and shit. She also has, a little bit of a vinegary malady that she is dealing with. Lauren.
Hello, my name is Lauren, and I am playing Kevin Strangeways, who is a full-time boy in the body of a full-time man, working 9 to 5. Hustle culture. He'd be a tech bro if he wanted. He is, because he's a human artificer. So he likes to fiddle around with tech stuff with his trusty screwdriver, some spells and shit, assorted things. He has a tiny little cannon, and He's not afraid to use it. Well, he hasn't really used it yet, but I'm sure he will.
could
and
use
it's
it.
not his penis. It's an actual cannon.
Oh, that's my
Actually
boy.
fires cannonballs. Balls. Once there was a review in I think it's our iTunes that said, I'm looking forward to Lauren Bock joining the podcast because I'm excited about how she might not have such a puerile sense of humor. as everyone.
That person obviously didn't know you.
No, they absolutely don't. So I was something like looking for the feminine touch, and I'm like, I'm not your girl. Yeah, girl. I am Kevin in Strangeways. Jack.
Me. I am the dungeon master. Don't know how we all feel about that, but we're stuck
I
with
feel
it.
pretty
so-
good.
Yeah,
We feel good.
We feel
I
good.
feel good
Hooray. We
too.
feel good.
I feel a
was-
little bit like
We feel
you're
good.
fishing for compliments.
I am.
We feel
I am.
good.
Absolutely.
words.
Yes. Please lay it on. Lay it on.
Were you saying boo word?
You have got such a big cannon. All right.
Yes, I do. Well, so I guess
Tell us more about your sack, Jack.
Are you just yes-anding a big dick compliment?
Oh, Lauren, I don't need to.
Okay.
Jesus.
Speaks for itself.
That's right.
You should get that checked out.
I have.
Ugh.
Ooh. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. I have a bit of a mea culpa to do today because there's some things I've neglected to highlight for your characters.
Uh-huh.
And I read in the lovely Feywild book that it's okay to occasionally make mistakes. And you just
the
go,
book told you that?
yo, I made a mistake, and this is the mistake I made. And that is that I didn't emphasize enough the rules of conduct in the Feywild to your characters.
Definitely
broken
didn't
them.
give it to.
I like the way
No
that
way.
you're like, I've made a mistake, but unfortunately, according to the Feywild rules, you are all not allowed to make mistakes.
Yeah, it's fine for the DM to make mistakes, just not the characters.
Well, no, I think there is some caveats to this that I'll explain, but because the rules were put in place by Zybilna, and the rules were magically binding whilst Zybilna was sort of,
In
in charge. But they've sort of ceased to be a significant part of, like, they don't no longer have the magical charge they used to. However, most people within the Feywild still operate within these rules. They still try to operate within inside of them, just because it's like their etiquette. They're used to it at this point.
It's tradition.
It's tradition or whatever. So
Traditions change, motherfucker.
so that doesn't mean that you can't break them. It's just that, and oh, believe me, you have.
Okay.
But the rules are, let me just get them up here. The rule of hospitality: when a friend, an enemy, or a stranger enters your home, you are expected to be gracious and accommodating to them until such a time as they prove by their words or actions undeserving of such hospitality. So, like, for example, if you walked into someone's home and then murdered them, for example.
Or like
I
how
mean, what you're saying
when
is-
Bavlorna walked into our into the court, and then we just continuously insulted them and made fun of their name for no
Mhm.
reason.
Yes, yeah, that's a good example there, Dan. Good one, yeah.
Great. Okay.
That was
The
mostly
guy
me,
still
by
calling
the
her
way.
Pavlova.
Yeah. What's next?
It sounds like a custom more than an enforceable law.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I think that's
Sounds a little
probably-
bit like common sense, but yes.
And
keep
and
going.
can an open swamp with a shitty gazebo really be called a home?
That is
Yeah.
a very good point, Ben.
Hmm.
The rule of ownership: you must not steal from a friend, an enemy, or a stranger. To take something that doesn't belong to you without the rightful owner's permission is a crime an unforgivable breach of etiquette. You haven't really stolen much, so that's okay. You're all good.
I tried.
Yeah, but we have to go and get somebody's head, don't we?
That is true, but that was in... I guess you would have to say that was stolen in... So I think that's okay as well.
So,
Okay.
so if we steal it in order to
Back.
return it to its
Yeah.
We have got the
rightful
permission
owner,
of the owner.
that's okay.
to
I
say,
think-
yes, go and get my thing.
Yeah, I think that's probably okay. I think that's chill.
It kind of
Cool.
works like when you're in the shops and you put stuff in your basket. Like you're not
Yes.
actually like taking it until you walk through the till, right? Like you're just holding it for Rob.
For a friend.
Or
Yeah,
putting
that's right.
avocados through as like Granny Smith apples.
Exactly.
It's such a common mistake.
Yeah.
oopsie doopsie.
Whoopsie
Yeah.
doopsie.
Oopsie doopsie.
Happens
I
all
accidentally
the
put it
time.
in as an onion again. Oops.
Again.
And then the rule of reciprocity. When a friend, an enemy, or a stranger offers you a gift, you are obliged to accept it and offer something of comparable value, be it a gift or a service in return.
Colloquially known as the reach around rule.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's what I was
Yes.
thinking.
Yes.
And Lauren for the non-pural.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
comments?
Nah,
Okay.
you're all filthy.
Yeah.
Such
I approve of that.
Such reciprocation need not happen immediately, though. So
Oh.
Oh,
the
that's right.
delayed reach
Delayed
around.
Delayed reach around.
So I see it's more of a house rule. Okay.
IOU.
It feels to me like many of these things are open to interpretation, Jack. And I don't know that we've actually broken any of these since being in the Feywild. When we're in the carnival, sure. I don't
I'd
know.
say
Up for debate?
the first one,
first one.
in terms of when Bavlorna arrived, we didn't exactly. We treated her with hostility pretty quickly.
Didn't Doelene murder someone? Didn't that happen?
yeah, there was that little incident.
Hey, look, it's more of a. It's more of
What
a.
was that? But that was a part
custom.
of the culture of
That was the
the
pickle.
Lollywogs. In
That
terms
noises
of
sounded
they
like a
always,
reach around. Though.
That
Yeah, I won't have to look for a sound effect for that one.
the reciprocity.
Oh, it's like a horse neighing. What is going on over there? Your place, Greg?
What's
Okay.
that? What was
Sorry,
that,
Dan. What was that?
Well,
We talk about ritual.
that I was saying that was still the customs of the Bullywog in order to kill the previous monarch in order to then become the monarch. So that was still within the customs, and they would probably have done the same thing when they tried to poison the previous monarch, and then Kevin ate the cookies. Like, you know, I don't know. I'm just poking holes.
Exactly, Dan.
Swiss
And some
cheese.
might say I was just being culturally sensitive.
Okay. You might also argue that they all experience the consequences of said actions. So
Mm-hmm.
Who does?
Mm.
the bullywogs.
Are they not happy?
That's true. They have been very happy.
Yeah, this is
Look
the
at the
longest reigning
smiles.
monarch they've had in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Dictator,
true.
Pickle
some
Queen
might say.
reigns supreme.
All right. Well,
I didn't mean that as foreshadowing. That's not foreshadowing. It's just
Something you
Um,
forgot.
I am the Bullywog Queen.
Yeah, so that's just something I wanted to get out of it, because there's going to be so many people once that we've released actually getting through to the Feywild that are going to be like, Jack, you forgot about these things. And you're right. I kind of did. So
This is something we've worried about many times over the years.
You're getting
in
ahead of
all
this,
the
yeah.
podcasts about
Mhm.
like how people are going to call us out on rules, and we've been proven right over and over again.
Yeah, it's usually
People
me.
are like,
Sorry, guys.
it's like you guys just completely ignore the rules most of the time and just improvise and do whatever the fuck you feel like. And we say yes.
yes.
Yes,
And
and
Yes.
Yes, and
Yay.
let's
Yes,
crack
and
on.
go
Forget
fuck
the
yourself.
rules of the Feywild. Let's play. That's what I say.
yes. Previously on Dice Paper Roll into the Feywild, the party, Doelene Delacroix, a hare, Walter Winston Winklepicker III, a
Hello.
frogman, Kevin Strangeways, a man-sized boy, and Unit, a robot ticket machine or whack-a-mole machine,
That's me.
set about making a plan. And while it's not clear if they did make a plan, some things seemed like pretty solid leads. Bavlorna had a bathing pool that she didn't bathe in. Her skin was really feeling the effects of that. There were several entrances into the cottage, so lots of options. And Bavlorna has a balcony with a bunch of frogs that act as an alarm system. Oh, and she's allergic to people running anti-clockwise in an anti-clockwise direction, which must be a real bummer for her.
She's an omni-turner.
The news hit on Monday, and the Bollywogs were more or less not really surprised. They had always known Bavlorna to be a witch and really mean. They had told everyone they knew. Some had sworn they had always called her Bad Lorna. Oh, sure, never to her face, but definitely before the headlines had broke. It was fair to say they were suitably riled up about all of it. Bollywogs did what they mostly always did. They sat around and quabbled with each other about who was to blame and why, if they were in charge, things would be different. And then they would all laugh and stare into the distance while taking another sip. Almost all of Downfall was talking about what they would do, except for, well, our party, who were at last getting ready to really do something in this God's damn campaign. See, if I had been in charge, this whole campaign would have ended much sooner, at most a good 15 to 20 episodes at least, or, thereabouts. What's that? I am in charge. Oh, shit. That was just my little preamble. Feel free to continue from there.
Great. What time of day is it? What do you mean by the newspaper going out? Since we started having this plan.
So one of the parts of your plan from last episode was to put out an expose on Bavlorna.
Yes.
So you published Bavlorna's big book of bad blood between the episode.
To rile up the bullywogs.
Yes.
And Walter's holding the paper in front of him and he's like, Bad Lorna! How the fuck did we miss that the last time when we were insulting her? Oh, God. They're really good journalism. Really good.
Where are we?
You're in Downfall, which is the town that we've been in.
But are we in a spot by ourselves?
We're in our war room.
Gazebo?
Yeah, we're still in the
Are we in the war
blanket
room?
fort, right?
Yeah.
Well, Kevin, can I just say I'm very impressed that you still managed to get your Bavlorna in bikini shots. That must have been very difficult. Well done.
Oh, well, actually, in the end, it was, I didn't have to personally do it myself. I just sent Button's Bolly Bloop to go and do it for me. And he seemed to be pretty on cloud nine. We did pay a lot of money for it, though. Like, probably too much, but they are disgusting. So, I think the smear campaign worked really, really well, guys.
Yeah.
I just have this image that it's actually Kevin just drew pictures of it. It's like a kid's drawing of Bavlorna.
Kevin.
That's exactly what it is.
Kevin, what have I told you about using
right
AI? What have I told you about using AI for
You
revenge
said
porn
use AI
purposes?
to generate images of a frog lady in a bikini, which I
Yes.
will definitely not do right now.
Kevin asked me nicely. It was fine.
I asked nicely.
That you did.
Okay. I wondered what. So you posed for this unit?
Maybe. A deep blush suffuses Unit's cheeks as they attempt to lie.
There's
I
just
did
a
wonder
mole
what all that
poking out.
clanging.
There's a mole poking out one of the bikini. Or behind the bikini top, it's just both the moles.
Two
the soul
mole heads.
I think the likeness is uncanny.
Oh my God,
Wow,
we-
she was so hairy.
This is the
It's
one
working.
time that I'm like, AI generated content could be used for good.
That's a false dichotomy.
Sorry.
Cannot be ethical.
In the war room on the board, there is on the board is in like the clear thing with like the white markings on it. There's a tick list, and the one where it says bikini pics / smear campaign. Kevin proudly goes over and ticks it off.
Yes.
There's several other items in the list as well.
Yes.
One of them says "Get Bavlorna."
Incite the bullywogs.
Incite Bullywogs is also on there. That's been ticked. Yeah.
Shit in pool.
Shit in pool.
That's a
Not yet.
TBC.
I mean, yeah, that's not.
To
So yeah,
do.
that's like
It's not
what are we to do?
ticked,
It's on the
but
to
it's
do
on
list.
there.
It's not ticked,
Yeah.
but it's on there.
Mhm.
Get big book of bad blood. Also,
You have
is
that?
on there as well.
Yeah.
We've got that. Yeah.
We're aware. We are aware of the like security systems and that kind of thing in terms of the frogs
Yes.
and all that.
Yeah,
and
you
that
were-
we can't turn anti-clockwise.
Yep. No, it's
Clockwise.
just you know that Bavlorna is allergic to people running anti-clockwise. You don't know what that looks like. Frankly, I'm not quite sure either. I don't know how we're going to play that, but that is a thing in your back pocket. The other thing is that there is a shipment of animal carcasses that needs to be delivered. You know about that. That's a route that you could use to get in. There's also a trapdoor underneath at the bottom of it. There's these stairs that lead up to the top of the cottage. You could also climb the clotheslines that lead up into the fog at each 4 corners of the building in the fog. And it's thunderstormy.
Ooh.
All
Is
right.
it sort of approaching dark? Is it time for us to execute our plan?
Yeah.
All right. What is our plan? Are we gonna climb up in these carcasses and?
Yes, I think we should. I would like to climb up the ropes to the bottom of the of Bavlorna's abode.
Could you please do Are you all going to do that?
That's what I like to do.
Oh, yeah?
As
Yeah,
in
why not?
The clothesline.
Yeah.
Thingy?
Yes.
Might I suggest? I was thinking because there's the frogs, right? That have that will will start croaking if
Yes.
anything approaches. What if we use the bullywogs to approach and croak? Well, I could also croak. And
You can croak too because you're a frog.
mask the sound of it, that then Bavlorna will be completely caught surprised and think that something has happened with her security system because there'll be just so much croaking going on, you know? And then she'll
Yeah.
croak.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
And then one of us will get up there and we'll spin anti-clockwise and put it into an allergic reaction. And then no, because she hasn't been in a pool lately. But when we put her in the pool, who's going to shit in the pool again? Someone.
I'm fine to shit in the pool.
Yeah. Okay. And maybe we
But
throw her in
yours
the
is just
shit
little
pool.
pellets.
Yeah.
You just have little
It's
pellets.
still
shit.
poop,
I
Walter.
guess. Feel like a big steaming log. A man-sized log.
I think. Well, yeah, a big man-sized Snickers bar floating around in there.
Maybe
Yeah,
I could
deal.
be. Maybe I could do. Volunteer myself to do the running around in widdershins. I have the wheels on my pelvis. I can spin circles pretty quickly. Perhaps I could
Ooh,
also
yeah.
be the carcass delivery driver,
Ooh.
Oh my god.
So
which would distract her for you to carry out your intricate plot.
So but it's not we either choose to deliver the carcasses or we climb up the thing, right? We don't have to do both.
No, I don't think so.
I don't
Okay.
think so either.
I
And
prefer you
our-
just chose one.
I say we climb.
And our overarching goal here? Is it we're putting this witch down? Is that right?
Do we need anything from her?
We're gonna
There is
kill her.
still the thing of that a hag is a very, very powerful creature.
I mean, we could just like subdue her and then see if she's got anything interesting to tell us.
Nobody's very powerful when they're experiencing anaphylaxis.
Yeah. I mean, you're very persuasive, remember.
I
So,
am a very persuasive.
I reckon if
frog.
you asked her anything, then she would tell you anything. And even if you said, like, tell me something about yourself that you have never told anyone before, then, you know, that you could do that.
A single tear rolls down Walter's cheek as he's like, "My boy believes in me."
Oh, shit, that's right, I forgot.
He loves me
Yeah,
so much.
all right.
Loves
All
me
right,
so
Walter.
much.
All right. I got very distracted by the fact that there's a witch.
So how are you getting in?
Climb,
Up the
climb,
ropes.
climb,
Up the
climb.
ropes? Okay, all right. Hard cut. Oops, wrong one.
No, it's a
Kind of
montage.
appropriate for us going up the ropes.
Doodle-doom, doodle-doom,
It is kind of sneaky music.
All right, I'm going to do the ad now. Hey friends, Jack here. I have an update on Patreon numbers. Now I know what you're thinking. Jack, they must be through the roof. The podcast is producing again. There's a lot of downloads happening. You're doing all these great ads. It must be booming. Well, dear listener, first of all, thank you. But it turns out these ads are not enough of an incentive to encourage people to not want to listen to them anymore. And you know, I love the sound of my own voice, so who could blame them? But regardless, our stick, as it were, is looking too much like a carrot. So I figure we probably need to put the carrot in another location. Now, Ben has told me it's illegal to tell people untruths, like you will get a Ferrari if you join. So I'll have to tell you what the real bennies are. You know, Discord, extra content, a new series where we record my process while I paint and we talk over the top of it. It's a real hoot. So many bennies. Just join our Patreon. And I can't say if you will or you will not get a Ferrari, but who could say? Yes, Ben, there's atmosphere playing underneath that.
It's so atmospheric. It's rainy. I'm all wet. We're gonna climb these. That didn't mean to sound that way. Are we gonna climb these ropes? Or
Yes, you've climbed the ropes. That's
Ribbit.
Oh, we've already climbed them.
yeah.
Ribbit.
It happened
I
in
didn't
the-
even have to.
Wow.
Whilst
No
Jack was
checks
regaling
involved.
us with the Patreon subscription,
we did
bennies.
a smash cut.
Yeah, we did a smash cut, and you're already there.
Great.
and one of the bennies is we don't need to roll to climb the rope.
That's right.
Jack-
I mean, I
Or
was
a
going for that because I have
stealth?
stealth. Yeah, and I've got so much of it. I'm just going to roll it anyway.
The bollywogs.
Forget I said that.
The bollywogs in the village below. You can hear their croaking. Sort of, you've sent out the word. They're all croaking with in time. So you feel like you're probably covered on the entrance situation.
While you're all
stand-
sweating profusely climbing the rope, I just levitate myself up to
Oh,
the
nice.
balcony.
Is that a spell slot?
Yeah.
Nice.
I just extend my arms and grab onto the ledge at the top, and then just my arms retract.
You can extend 30 feet?
You're damn straight. No, you know what I do? My my little whack-a-mole hammer comes out on the end of the chain that the blacksmith Smithson got me, but it has a grappling hook on the end of it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And since we're not rolling anymore, I hook it up and drag myself up. I can't climb a rope. I'm a fucking robot.
I was climbing the rope, so then I just jumped onto Unit's back. Whee!
Yes.
Yes, you were very robot-y for that one.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
The resounding silence tells you that didn't come through
Yeah.
for any of us.
Yeah, we didn't hear you. Sorry, can you
What?
say again?
It
Can you
kind
say
of
that
landed
again,
Yeah.
and
please?
you went all robot-y. You
It went all robot-y.
Oh,
You did a pretty
no.
good unit impression, actually.
Yeah, it was good.
That's very coincidental. No, I was struggling on the ropes. So when you came, sailing up, I just jumped onto your back. Whee!
Jump on, Kevin.
Do you have any? What is it? Sorbally, like his hands are all cut up from the rope. What's it called? Savlon? Got any Savlon?
Use your own moisturizer stash.
I'm sorry, Kevin. All I have is oil.
Oh,
And I
Ugh.
start pouring oil all over you.
petroleum putty.
yuck.
Is this not what you want?
It's pretty slippery. It's fine, thanks. And he just sort of pats it together. Doesn't want to hurt Unit's feelings.
Walter gets into a deep crouch, and then his thighs ripple as he launches himself, leaping into the air, climbing up the ropes, by kind of using each handhold by kind of flinging himself up, and he just.
You're all sort of arrived on a balcony that's with a door at the center. There's a bunch of frogs around you. They're all chirping, but it seems like the croaking in the city below is masked it. You're all good on that front. What would you like to do?
I open the door.
Is there a window as well at all?
Can we check to see if there's anyone inside?
Window,
You-
baby.
Yeah.
I got a 19 investigation.
Does the rule of hospitality not require that we knock? Is breaking into someone's house the same thing as stealing?
No, it's technically quite different.
Okay, good. Just checking.
We don't need a warrant.
I didn't hear any Feywild rules on trespassing.
This is all very true.
Can I tell if she's inside on a 19?
Oh, sorry. Yes. No, you can't. It's very dark on the inside. It's nighttime at the moment. You can hear the lovely sound of rain and a little bit of thunder off in the distance. But the building itself is saturated. All of the wood in the place is waterlogged, so you couldn't, if you tried to, you couldn't burn it. It's just all very musty and moldy. Yeah.
All right, so Dolene's opened the door, right?
Yeah, go for it.
I open the door and then, okay, I'm just gonna hang on a second. I cast a
Rifling
spell.
through your book.
Yeah, I flick through my book to the back pages. I'm gonna summon a mirthful fae.
Uh-huh.
So I summon a little fae spirit inside the house, and I just
Oh.
whisper, "Go see if there's anybody home."
Nice.
And the little fae spirit just dances around the house looking.
What does that be? Like, how do I deal with that situation, Greg?
Well, it's a fae spirit. It's like an extra creature that I've added
okay.
into the mix that's sort of summoned, right?
Yeah, so like in Baldur's Gate, you've sent out like the little hand or whatever.
Like in
yeah.
D&D, you've...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like in Dungeons and
when you
Dragons,
summon
where you
the
summon
fae
a
spirit.
creature. Yeah, just like that.
But
Yeah.
it's like, is it a creature that can be seen? Is it like kind of a glowing-y kind of
Yeah,
spirit?
it's a little-
Or is it like just an actual, like, looks like a normal animal? I guess.
It's a spirit, so I'm going to say it's a little,
like a little bottle
shimmery color, like a little shimmery sparkle.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like a little Tinkerbell.
Yeah, and when that does it speak or anything?
Yeah.
it sort of goes around the room, and as it passes in, you can see that its light illuminates the room, and there's a huge pool in the center of the room, where you at the center of it you can see a well sort of poking up out of it. There's no water coming out of the well. The water in it is a little bit low. It's looking a little bit green and murky, but there's this sort of soft glow coming out of the water that sort of, if it wasn't for the Fey spirit that was moving around the room, it would emit the faintest of light. So it would only just sort of illuminate the area around. And the Fey spirit returns to you, Doelene, and it's like, yeah, there's definitely people upstairs, and various beings of different sizes and species, and yeah, it's a home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing work, Fey Spirit. Can you just fly over there and take a big shit at the pool?
Normally when people summon me, it's usually to do cool stuff. Do you really? Is that completely?
I don't know what's considered
What
cool
about
where
it
you
isn't
come from,
cool?
Mirthful Spirit.
Yeah.
But here, in the Feywild, it's about the coolest thing you can do. Isn't that right, everyone?
I think using a third level slot so that I can summon a fairy creature that'll fly over and shit in the pool on my behalf is a pretty damn good use of a third level slot.
You know what?
Do as you're commanded.
You make a good point. All right, okay, just don't look. I can't do it while you look. Just turn around.
All right, we're not looking.
And it sort of floats over to the pool, and you just hear like,
We're all looking.
Yeah. I just did a 15 for my perception check.
you can see like it's like a little lightsaber pops out of the back of the Fey spirit and just gently drops into the water. There's a little glowing turd floating on the top of the water.
Then what happens?
God, it's nuclear.
Tick that off the to-do list. Okay.
It just floats. It's just like a regular turd in water, except it's glowing.
I would love to
listen.
know how many other D&D groups that have played through Witchlight shit in Bavlorna's pool.
Please let us know.
It
More
didn't
than
do
you would-
anything. Maybe we need to do it again.
Fey creature, I've still got 8 more turns. How many turns you got on board?
I think, to be honest, I've been quite constipated recently. I don't know. No, that's about all. That's all I've got.
Okay.
Well, I think this is definitely breaking the rule of hospitality.
Well, it was only this Fey, wasn't me.
Hey,
He's got a ball.
you got me there. Fuck. Yeah. So inside the pool, you can see there's a lily pad in it. It's like a huge lily pad, and now a fairy poo, and a fey poo, and there's a mirror in there, and at the center of it there's a well. The turd has not appeared to affect the water too much. It was already pretty foul.
Damn.
Well, I guess in for a penny, in for a pound. We going in.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Walter pulls down his pants.
I mean, I'm prepared.
I feel like there's something about this pool that we're supposed to. It
Well,
looks like there's something there that it seems important, right?
Remember that Afgunk told us before we released that article that doesn't it refresh Bavlorna's skin, except she hasn't used it for quite some time. And
It looks pretty mucky. Like the water's low, the well's not working. There's
Yes,
some
her
kind of
pool guy.
blockage.
hasn't been for quite some time.
Yeah.
I could be the pool guy.
Should we fix it?
Fey, what can you fly
Maybe-
down into the pipes and try to clear any blockage that's stopping the well from overflowing.
Yes.
Do you think that maybe it might turn you into a man again? Or for the first time ever, make you a man? Sorry.
I don't have that kind of information. I'm just a face. Spirit.
Not you. You should be clearing toilet pipes. Go on now.
Okay.
That was a serious burn on me.
Yes, he was talking to his father.
I don't know you guys. I just
No.
met you.
That's clear.
Well, okay. I'm
That's
just gonna
clear
go down
from
the.
your...
I'm gonna go down
Yeah.
the well.
Clean the
And,
fucking pipes.
It goes up to the well and then shoots down it, and you can see it glowing out of the well as it passes through,
All right.
and then that light stops.
All right, Kevin, I'm going to show you how much of a man I actually am. And he starts taking off and unbuttoning his doublet and his tunic. And he starts stripping down until he's just down into like a little thong. And he's kicks open the door and struts in.
Wait,
Like-
did you go into another room to get changed?
No, I just did it outside.
okay.
Oh, I thought we were already in.
Are we already in?
Yeah, I thought you
Yeah.
were already in.
Storeroom.
I love that.
I went into a storeroom, and while I was in there, I had a little search around.
Yeah,
That was one of yeah.
there is a storeroom there.
I lost my D20. No. I'll have to do it on D&D Beyond. As I'm in the storeroom, I have a search around for a pool cleaner with
No, pool tool. Even
Pool
better.
tool.
Pool tool.
Pool tool.
pool tool with a perception of 11.
Yeah, yeah, you find some. For
And
sure.
so while he's in the storeroom, he strips down to his little thong. He kicks open the door, and he's like, "Oh, hey, I'm here to clean the pool.
Go on then.
Hello, I'm the pool guy. You
Wait,
uh,
Walter.
you been-
And unit rolls over behind you and draws on a big mustache. Just to complete the disguise. That's
Nice
better.
one. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you can roll
Unit.
with advantage for disguise checks now.
Great. Do you want me to roll a disguise check right now?
There's no one in the room, so
Oh.
you can just go in.
Either way, it was a 17. Hello, I'm here to clean the pool. Anyone here? I heard that there was a super cool lady that lives here. And I'm here to clean the pool. Hello?
Oh, hello. Nice gentleman. Please come in. Yes, I would very much love for you to clean the pool. Have you found the pool tools?
Yes, I found them here in the storeroom, as a matter of fact. And Walter dips in the net into the pool and just starts cleaning out the algae that's like festering on top of it. And she's like, "Oh, you got such a backup in here. Like, I don't know what my accent's doing right now, but it keeps on changing. And but apparently I got advantage."
I'm not finding that suspicious at all. The
All
camera
right, all
sort
right,
of
all
zooms
right.
in. You can see, like, there's a camera in the corner that you see sort of zoom in, and it seems to be focusing on your butt. That's weird, but
I'm used to it. Hey. All right.
yes, clean that pool.
Okay, that kind of came across as a little bit creepy, not gonna lie. Okay, I'm running out of steam here, guys. I don't know what
Says
the
the
fuck I'm
frog
doing.
man in a G-string cleaning the pool. Come across as a bit creepy.
Walter, you missed that deuce that's floating over in the water there.
It's one of my only sources of light, damn it. Can't see a goddamn thing in here, Unit.
You
Oh, you'd like some light?
a little bit of water splashes up on as you're cleaning. It splashes up onto your skin, and you kind of feel it tingle. Like it's sort of a bit tingly when you touch it.
Oh, look at that! I got athlete's foot.
And actually, do you want to do like a knowledge, like a nature check?
A nature check.
Yeah.
Oakley dokley. I've got a +0 to that. Oh, it's a 19 on the nature.
Oh wow.
That's definitely athlete's foot. Fuck.
You remember back to when you were a kid with your father. You were just like walking a forest, and you remember your dad taking you through the forest, and you come across a clearing, and in the clearing are these huge gelatinous cubes, and you remember your dad saying, Now, son, you have to be careful about the gelatinous cubes. They look harmless, but they are very much not." And then he demonstrated by throwing one of your peons into the gelatinous cube, and you would regularly come back like over a month to see as the body inside the gelatinous cube decomposed. And so you know that there's a gelatinous cube nearby.
Walter has the vision, and he pokes the corpse that's in the gelatinous cube as a child with a stick. You know, he was a bit of a sicko when he was young,
For sure.
and all that kind of thing. And then it's like, and sucks back into his him now, and he's like, oh fuck, guys, this isn't a pool. It's a gelatinous cube.
So you know that it's like you recognize the stinging or the subtle stinging. It's not actually the pool itself is not the gelatinous cube, but you know that there's one nearby.
But there's
Perhaps
one
we should
nearby.
turn a light on then,
Maybe
so we can see what
I
we're
can
doing.
fucking do with a little bit of light.
All right.
I've got
Unit
light. I've got light.
reaches-
Oh.
Okay, you go, Kevin.
No, you go.
Let's both do it on the count of 3. Ready?
All
and I reach up
1.
and grab a dial, which is where one of my nipples would be. 1, 2, 3.
I also reach for my nipple.
Lights shine out of my eyes. Like
Walter
little
also
headlights.
reaches up and grabs his nipple.
I grab both of your nipples and the opposites.
Wow.
Okay.
Wait, which ones?
I just wanted to be one of Unit's and one of Kevin's. I just wanted to be a part of it.
Thanks.
That
yeah,
that is
lights up
actually
the
just my
room.
nipple.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we see?
Oh well, you see what you saw before. So there's the pool, there's the there's the well in the middle. The water is sort of a greenish tinge. There's a mirror in it in the water. There's a lily pad, and then in the far corner you can see a spiral staircase up to the floor above.
I was just
Is
about to
Bavlorna
ask.
in the room as well?
Is there? Sorry.
Is Bavlorna in the room?
No. So she was speaking to you through a loudspeaker from.
Oh.
She's like set up a cool hi-fi system.
Oh,
in the
sorry. I
house.
really did not. Didn't get that at all.
No,
Sorry.
I just
My
didn't
bad.
explain
I'm
it
with
that
you now.
well.
Okay.
The
Gotcha.
security camera looking at my...
That's why it was looking at you, but I did
At my
not
bottom.
twig on that.
Well,
okay.
she knows we're here now.
Has Tinkerbell reemerged
She knows you're
from
here.
the whale?
But
No.
not me.
No.
The pool boy. Don't know who I am.
Wait, so has,
Vincent. The pool boy.
So she must be in some kind of control room, right? She's
Well,
got to be
the
in some
Fae
kind of
said-
control room.
Yeah, the face
Yes.
said she was upstairs with a few other people, right? Different people
right.
of various shapes and sizes.
All
Just
right.
wait, can we
Can I
see
let
the
go of your
gelatinous
nipples
cube?
now?
Yes.
You can't see the
yeah, you
gelatinous
can.
cube.
Thank you.
well,
Sorry,
if we can't see the gelatinous cube, It's either invisible or maybe there isn't one here.
Well, you've just
I don't
seen
think
the
it's in the room.
you've seen the Fey spirit just sort of disappear. It went down the well, and then its light just stopped.
Oh, so there's a gelatinous cube in the well.
Oh no.
Ooh, okay. So if we get Bavlorna, we can chuck her in the well, and then she'll disintegrate. I mean,
that'd work, Kevin.
I think
Not a
that'd
bad
be pretty
backup
cool.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should bring her down here somehow.
Only Walter's sexual advances would be able to draw Bavlorna down here. Do a little dance. Walter, you got performance proficiency. Do a little dance.
Hey,
Persuade her with your
Oh.
with the language of the body.
so I heard that there was a super cool, super cute Bavlorna here.
That's me.
Oh, well, I am pleased to meet your acquaintance, Bavlorna. My name is Vincent, the pool guy.
Yes.
And all this time, Walter's hips are just gyrating. With an 18 plus 5 with a 23 on his sexual chemistry.
Are they gyrating in Widdershins or normal
Whoop,
clockwise?
Careful. Careful.
No, it's more like kind of just like pelvic thrusts, and
Oh,
because
yeah.
he's in his thong, he's just letting
Yeah.
gravity
Yeah.
do its thing.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, I can't believe I just said.
I'm not enjoying.
Oh, I'm sorry, Laura.
As
Fine.
Doelene gets carried away, she's still got a hand on Unit's nipple, and she accidentally tweaks the dial, and one of the whack-a-mole holes opens up,
Yes.
and the soul mole gets out and starts playing a funky bass line. Like
No.
You're so good at D&D, you guys. The camera is sort of, you can see it zooming in even harder, and it's like even getting to the extension of it zoom in, and it keeps kind of going back and forth and trying to get closer in, and you can sort of see that it's like little bits of smoke are sort of starting to come off of it. And she's like, "Oh yes, you're cleaning that pool so well.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
baby.
Oh,
Yes, I
wow. That's amazing. Oh, you're the best pool cleaner I've ever had, Vincent. You should all come upstairs and have a cheeky chat with me, Vincent, because I have some things to show you." And then the camera explodes from the sort of sauciness of your display.
Of my sex appeal, I think is what
That's
you meant
right.
to say. See, Kevin, that's how much of a man
I don't want you to
I
say
really
anything.
am.
Just shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, just you wait, boy. I could teach you a thing or two.
He puts his fingers in his ears, and Kevin goes to walk up the stairs. La 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 la! I can't hear you. That was very traumatic.
Oh, I'm sure it was. I have that.
Yeah, Kevin's gonna go up the stairs. He's
Yeah, let's
so
just go.
terrified of this. He's just running. He's gonna full pulse go up there.
No, that is a good call. I'm really sorry that I suggested this.
Oh, it's fine.
I didn't mind it. You're quite the dancer, Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker III, and Unit
Thank you.
throws you a wink as they wheel across the floor, and then their legs shoot out and they start walking up the steps
Yeah.
after the others.
Doelene, I'm really sorry. I didn't intend for that. As she snaps her notebook shut on a very detailed drawing of Winston doing a dance.
Ooh.
Walter feels he's riding endorphins at the moment. He feels really good about himself. You
Yeah, I
know?
bet.
I'm feeling it. He licks his finger, he presses it to his chest. He's like, "Tss, yeah. Still got it."
Okay. All
Um,
right.
you come up
All right.
as you go up the
Ribbit.
stairs. You come up to a little hallway. The walls of this dank hallway are covered with scores of portraits depicting grumpy, sad, frightened, and angry people. The figures include humans, elves, halflings, bullywogs, and goblins, among others. The portraits are rendered in a variety of mediums, including paintings, etchings, and sketches. All are displayed in gaudy, gilded frames. A framed oval mirror 2 feet wide and 5 feet tall hangs in the middle of one wall.
Can I look in the mirror?
Sure.
Wish you better just check my face before we face the enemy.
It's you. You still
Okay.
look like you.
Boy
Kill.
Kevin or like adult Kevin?
When you look in though, the reflection inside smiles.
As in, am I smiling at the same time?
No.
No.
Is
this mirror me? Or why is it smiling? It's not doing the same thing I'm doing. I feel like it's a mirror. Should I roll something?
I think we should.
Yeah, roll a wisdom save.
Oh dear.
I think whatever you do, Kevin Strangeways, don't touch the mirror.
Oh,
it a
but I got a
feeling.
22.
Oh, damn, son. That's my boy.
Oh,
You say
Walter
that as
says-
you come up the stairs, still thrusting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kinda
Walter
nice.
says as he tweaks his own nipples.
He's just doing his own little theme song to himself.
Oh no! Stop it.
Kevin, you notice that at the corner of the mirror is sort of a hinge that if you were to pull on the other side, it would probably pull away and open.
There's a hinge here. Oh, well, I'm just going to walk over. No, I'm going to open the mirror, please. Guys, I think this mirror is not actually a mirror and there's some kind of dimension on the other side. I'm just going to have a really quick check. But if I fall into a gelatinous tube unit, you can have all my stuff. Okay.
Well, thank you, Kevin Strangeways. I've always wanted all your stuff. But I feel like I would not be fulfilling my duty to protect you if I just let you stride willy-nilly into a potential other dimension.
Do you want to come with me? You can stay here as
The
well.
red starts rising up their face. No, I don't, but I feel that I must. Shit, why can't I lie?
What the fuck?
Is it conducive to go through the mirror? I would like to. I would very much want to go through this mirror. Off I go. Jack, I'm gone. I've opened it.
You open the mirror and behind, and as you open it, the mirror reflection of you, sort of their expression changes to the same as yours. It's just reflecting now. And as you open it, behind you can see a musty sort of the hallway that sort of turns off to the right, and there's there's basically no light in here. It's very, very musty. It clearly is not very well maintained.
Is it
Are
a
you
room?
okay in there, Kevin?
Is it a room or like a hallway? What am I looking
It's
at?
it's just like a hallway. It's like an L-shaped hallway. You can
An L-shaped hallway.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I can.
you've entered-
It's
Entered the hallway dimension. I hear that's pretty safe, Kevin Strangeways, and I gallantly roll through behind you.
Oh, good one, unit. Nice one.
Can
Yes,
I
kinda
see if there's
fucked that up,
anything
didn't I?
anything in here worth a detouring before we go further up to Bavlorna?
You actually, as you're walking down this hall, you all see Kevin sort of shrink away into the distance as he walks down the hall. It almost appears as if he is actually shrinking.
Oh, Kevin, slow down. You're going so fast.
This is regular pace, I think.
Oh, don't worry about him, Walter. We're just stuck here
Yes, no,
in
wait.
the hall in this other hallway, all alone.
Units programming
Doelene
gets...
smooths her ears back in a way that you've never seen her do.
Units programming kicks back in. He's like, oh, what am I thinking? I can't wait here and watch Kevin Strangeways stroll into oblivion, and I roll after you.
Yeah.
Yelling for you to wait, Kevin Strangeways, you're shrinking.
Walter turns to Doelene and no time for love, Dr. Jones, and follows after.
And that is where we will leave the episode, I think.
On Dolene's big horny sigh.
Doelene just starts nibbling on a pencil, like.
Of course, a deal taken may be for good or it may be for evil. And sometimes the result may not be what we expect. And sometimes that is okay. But more often than not, it very much isn't.
Hello and welcome to another dissection of episode 19. Jack, we didn't get to Bavlorna. You said that we were going to get to Bavlorna.
No, he said he was going to get to Bavlorna's house. He didn't say actually to Bavlorna. Is that
That's
correct?
true.
That is
Jack?
true.
Yeah,
That
I
is
think
very
I
true.
think if you look at the rules of conduct, I think you'd find that's correct. Yes. You
True.
did get to Bavlorna's house.
His house.
Yeah.
I just meant that more in the sense that I may have gotten a little bit sidetracked.
It was all that sexy pool boy stuff.
Hey,
I know,
you
I'm
what?
pretty sidetracked.
Duh.
Yeah.
I just...
Mm.
Sorry, Jack, go.
I quite enjoyed that. I thought you actually got a lot closer than I yeah, you didn't get as close as I had hoped, but you got closer than maybe I should have expected. So that's good.
It was
Did
me and
you
all my
think-
mirror crap, right?
No, you advanced the story significantly by going
I
through that.
knew it.
mirror.
I
Yeah,
knew it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Unit didn't want to come with me. Ha ha ha.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was a little bit of
I know.
Ben letting Ben come through to unit there, but that's good.
I think it's good.
I enjoyed that more than anything. It was
Yeah.
so funny to me. And
Well,
I
it's
think
good that
that's-
unit is maybe not also like always 100%. Maybe there's a bit of they're discovering a bit of free will there also
Yeah,
from the
yeah, yeah.
programming.
In fact,
great.
I should have picked up on that. I would Kevin just assume Unit's always with him, right?
Yeah.
Because
pretty
occasionally
much.
that's not right. Or is he just
Well,
so
maybe
selfish
you were-
he
you
doesn't
were
even
probably-
notice?
You were probably pretty traumatized from seeing your dad twerking away
I think that was a bit of Lauren coming through.
That was definitely a bit of Lauren coming through.
It was just very vivid. I don't know how that happened.
I honestly, you know what I was picturing? As soon as I had the idea of, as soon as you insulted my manhood,
Yeah.
and then I just had this image of the pool boy, but it went like, for me, in my stupid brain, I just like so vividly pictured it as like SpongeBob or like Ren and Stimpy style like cartoon where it was
Yeah.
like the overdone buttocks and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff, and just the like the kind of dancing and that kind of thing. I just had the image just so clearly in my head, and I
I
was
think it's just
like,
like Pool Boy is such a strong reference for that of that nature. And
Totally.
I tell you what
100%.
though, I did for quite a while there. I wasn't sure if maybe Kevin was also going to do it with you, and maybe then try
Could have
and
been a
that would
bonding
really
moment.
set Bavlorna off to come down. If it was like
Oh, yeah.
how I bet you're the sort of twisted lady that would love like a father-son threesome kind of thing. I wonder if anybody that's ever played Feywild has tried to put incest in the pool.
Yes, yes.
That one I'm pretty
Tell
sure
me
of.
more about that from our sketches.
And is this true? Like Dolene's like becoming attracted to Walter? Is that?
I don't think. Yeah, I mean, she is clearly attracted to.
No, she's attracted
I
to
mean,
Vincent.
Or is this just
Yeah, to
in this
Vincent.
moment? Has it just been a really
Well-
long campaign? She's not had any time to herself.
She's never. She's never really.
She hasn't had any time to herself.
You know,
Never
she's been really
Never had
frustrated.
any.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not had any.
Yeah.
You
know what I
Run out.
mean.
Yeah,
Not
I
been-
got you.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
reason
yeah.
why they say going at it like rabbits. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think Dolene's just overwhelmed by the incredible actual hidden Walter charisma. Like it's been hidden behind his assholey behavior, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's not Walter, it's Vincent the pool guy.
Ah,
Was
I
that
see.
something with when it was Swalter?
Yeah, it was a bit of Swalter came back. Swalter was lovely.
So, was he lovely?
Yeah.
He was a bit of a
Lovely.
bro.
He had a bit of a moment.
Yeah.
Bro
That's
moment.
true.
Bro
That's true. He did.
Broman.
He did have a. It is funny that most of Walter's realizations have come when he's under the influence of like rage or acid.
Although if Doelene got into a relationship with Walter, that would complete the
The family unit.
Yes. Maybe that's what you could call
That's
yourselves.
true.
The family unit.
unit.
Oh boy.
God.
Just a father, a stepmom, a son, and a robot butler.
And
Kevin Strangeways hyphen
guardian.
unit.
guardian.
Oh,
a
thanks, Dan.
stepfather. Hey,
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
I'm not Walter. I'm Dan. I'm not.
But I thought you were
just
talking about
always
Unit the
into-
Garden, not stepdad the Guardian.
No guardian.
Yes,
like a
he's
legal
talking
guardian.
about Walter the Guardian.
I know, but I thought he was
I'm
talking
talking
about
about
Unit.
Unit
Sorry,
as,
Unit the
as,
Guardian.
as
Okay.
well. If I was the father, and then Doelene was the stepmom, and you have been his guardian the whole time.
Yeah,
Ah.
I have.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh
where,
no,
what?
Kevin, help me. I'm
I was-
stuck under this table.
I don't get that. What is that?
There's a whole subgenre of porn, which is like people getting stuck under stuff.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
Don't
Wow.
need to go.
I'm not going to have to
into-
look that up later. But
We'll link it in the podcast.
under a
chat.
table. It's hard to get stuck under a table.
It
know?
is.
Exactly.
A
They
car?
get
Is it
stuck
a
in
car? Is there
washing
lots of cars?
machines.
There
They
must
get
be
stuck
cars.
in. You
know what they're
it's
getting stuck in?
amazing
Yeah, it's not
how
really
many places you can get stuck.
Right. Yeah.
feasible.
yeah.
You're
I
looking
do
for
want
realism
to.
in your porn.
I'm
have-
stuck in this bed. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! Yeah.
Can't get
I
out
do.
of the bed.
I think it's of note that is the first time I have read verbatim from the book. And
good.
Yeah.
turns out when you do that, it really guides the player quite well. They're quite good at writing these books.
What?
They're really onto something,
No.
wizards.
Yeah.
What?
wild.
Crazy.
Mm.
Yeah.
As in with the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's handy having a map. Ooh,
Mm,
very
mhm.
handy.
Mm.
I was able to very clearly know where you were,
Yeah, nice.
which is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I bet.
Something tells me that Bavlorna is luring us to exactly where she wants us.
Mm.
Exactly
Yeah.
where I want her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Are we going to walk into her lounge room and she's fallen over and she's stuck behind the counter?
I'm stuck.
Oh my god.
Please.
Oh.
I gotta write that down.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's
oh no,
very
step
good.
family.
Oh,
Oh boy.
What have we done?
Okay, excellent.
Put
What
this
do
into
we-
your AI
excellent
art and
work.
smoke it. Fucking hell.
Amazing.
Oh.
Um,
Should we wrap this up so
we
everyone
should,
could go
yes.
away and search for the different categories of porn we've just
Yeah.
opened
Yeah,
their eyes
that's very
to?
true.
No.
Can
Definitely.
do. All right, and you as well, listener. By all
Hmm.
means.
Send us your favorite stuck porn.
Send us your favorite stuck porn. If it's stuck, frog woman, bikini, the whole bit of it.
Oh man, if we were monetized, this would definitely be demonetized.
Maybe that's why we haven't been monetized.
We're not ever gonna sell out to big stuck porn. Okay, goodbye everybody. Bye.
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 Bye. What-
Bavlorna is stuck under a table.
Great.